How's it going today, guys? My name's Kevin Davey. I'm a sales engineer over at Cynet Cybersecurity. Today, I'm going to be walking you through how easy it is to install a Cynet agent on a Windows operating system. With access to the console, there are actually a few ways that I could get the agent onto a Windows operating system, but the best way to start is simply with this install button, which is persistent and will always be there for me in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, I have two different options that I can pick from. One is going to be for multiple endpoints. We'll avoid that for now. We also have an option for a single endpoint installation, which is what I'm going to go for. Now, the multiple endpoint installation is really good for maybe an Active Directory or something that has administrative access to a multitude of devices, because it's just simply going to install the agent anywhere that it can. But using the Cynet package, this is where I'm going to get a zip file specific to the site that I've picked, and that's going to include installation files for Windows, but also Linux and Mac. Now, that package also does include our Logstash installer, which is for any log collection. We can cover that on another video or on another call. But just note that when I'm downloading a package here and it's generating it here for me, it's specific to the site that I've created. So if for whatever reason I have multiple sites, maybe I'm an MSP, I have multiple customers, I'm going to want to make sure that I grab the package from that specific site to make sure it matches up. So here, I believe I've got the package downloaded. Now I'll just go ahead and extract it. Let's see what we got in this puppy. Let's open it up here. Delay. Extract all. My VM has a quick delay on me there. So there we go, extracting. Awesome. Now that I've got that, let's open up this folder. Bunch of things in here. As I said, we got everything we need for Linux and Mac. We also have the Cynet Logstash installer. I'm going to ignore the Windows XP and the Cynet scanner for now. And we're just going to hone in here on the Cynet MSI for the Windows installer. And you'll see it happens incredibly quickly. But my favorite part about the installation process is it will not require a restart of my device, which is awesome. The other thing that we're going to find is it's probably going to take place in all of about 15 seconds. Watch this. I'm going to hit the install button, boom, and just like that, a flash of an eye, and it's done. Like probably less than a second there. So we're all set to go. A good health check that I like to use is going here to the task manager. And from there, you should be able to look in the background processes. And we can see here, I'll just organize these a little bit. And there we go, Cynet Scanner. We got something rolling. There's going to be two eventually, Cynet Scanner and Cynet Memory Scanner. If I bop in here to this scanner page on my dashboard, I can see we've had a couple of agents installed, including the one that I just installed here just now. So that's awesome. We're good to go here, ready to rock. There are a couple other ways that I can install the agent. Another way is using scripting. So if I go to help.cynet.com, and I just go to the search bar up here and I type the word install. A couple options. We're talking about Windows today, so let's stick with the Windows installation. And we'll go for a single endpoint installation for Windows in my search result options. And here by scrolling down, I have a bunch of choices, sticking with the SaaS version, which is what we're talking about here today, not a physical on-premise version of the product. We have a script here. And so using that MSI, I could tie it to a template. I could roll out through RMM deployment, tons of different ways to get that deployed. But this is going to allow us to do a quiet install using a script. Now, we also have an option to install a agent on a specific group. So just as a quick bonus round here, we have all these different groups. And if I pick one of these groups out, I can actually download the agent directly from this group, and thereby preloading all the settings that I want, maybe leaving things in detect-only mode. I have a lot more control. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. As you can see, simple as that. We just download the package, double-click on the MSI, no restart required, and we're up and running in just a few seconds. So hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for tuning in.